is hard as hell. United, Tottenham, Arsenal. Watch my lips, and I will spell. Cause they don't just play, but they can rap as well. Liverpool FC.
My idea was to build Liverpool into a bastion of invincibility.
My people, what's happening, man? Welcome to another episode of the Anfield South podcast. It's me, your boy Slim, as always. And today, my goons to my left, man like Chris.
Good to be back again.
Saying to my right, man like Bajan Bruce.
Bajan Bruce in the building, man.
Yeah, boy. And as you can tell, we're all smiles because we literally just finished watching the game. Didn't even get to see what Klopp said or nothing. Just finished watching Liverpool, Sheffield United, final score 2-1. Yeah. No, good stuff, man, because it was a bit of a sticky one still.
Boy.
Let's go from the jump. Let's see. I only ever talk about the formation when there's something different happens. Yeah. So we have to talk about the formation and the lineup today because it was different. I mean, there was no Thiago, which we thought he was going to be fit today. But surprise, surprise, you know what I mean? Alisson was back between the sticks, man, which is a good thing.
We're happy with that. I think all around.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man, just good times, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Alisson back in the sticks. And then the midfield, Fabinho was dropped back into centre-back again, which I wasn't too mad at.
No, that's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. And then the midfield was a midfield two of Henderson
and
Winnie.
Ginny.
Yeah. And then there was three in front of them, which was
Jota,
Mane, and Firmino.
Yeah.
And then you had Salah in the sort of loan in the number 9 role, as it were. It was quite.
Yeah, I was happy with it. Against Sheffield United, you think they're gonna probably sit back, whatever. Yeah, I thought that was a good lineup, good shape.
Makes a change, doesn't it, Lee? Because usually when we play these teams, we used to play that tried and tested midfield, that sometimes the Brexit midfield that we'd call, and we'd all be calling for a more attacking formation, considering we were at home and we knew they were going to sit in a bit. So it was quite an attacking formation.
No, it wasn't. I was quite happy with. To be fair, it's always good to have something that's a little bit different, just so that you can't be doing what you've done for the last 2 seasons. They're going to come there and they're coming there kind of expecting a certain way, we're going to play a certain way. But when you throw that in there, new dimensions in there, they're like, oh, okay. So now they wouldn't have been expecting that because we weren't expecting that. So they're not going to have been expecting that. So they would have been training for something else. But credit to them, they got. I think the difference was though, they got a goal by getting that. But gifted that penalty, for God's sake. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Let's get into that straight away. So, I think the game starts all right, and I think we're on top.
Yep.
We have a couple early chances, and I can't be sure exactly what happened with the early chances. I didn't watch it from the beginning.
Did Salah have one?
Someone had. I heard someone had one early chance.
But I didn't feel it was like a
not like
it wasn't out and out. You should have scored. Okay, fair enough. But obviously, then not that unthinkable, but just what you don't want to happen when you're playing a team like Sheffield United. You know what I mean? You don't want them to get that impetus. Right, we've got something to hold on here. We have to talk about VAR again, man. Seriously, like,
irritating.
Oh, man, I swear it's going to become a dirty word on this podcast, man. But obviously, Sheffield United, they get given the penalty. Now, talk to me about that challenge from Fabinho.
What, the one that was outside the box?
I like how you did that.
To me, I don't think. For me, it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty, and the fact that you go, you look at it, and then you still give it, I don't understand that. Because now I'm watching it with you, man, and I'm like, that was outside. It's clearly outside. Okay, you want to give a foul?
Yeah.
To me, that's even debatable. Because I think it was weak.
Yeah.
Personally, I think you can stay on your feet, but it's outside the box.
The ball does change direction. It does move when Fabinho makes a tackle, does he?
Nah.
Does he come through the Sheffield United player to get the ball?
Do you know what? I think it's just, it might be the just the sheer momentum of him following through, but there's nothing in it. I don't even feel like the player himself though. I don't even actually remember him even turning around and
saying,
screaming for a pen. I didn't see that. So it's a gift.
Yeah,
that is
100%.
An ultimate gift.
Yes,
liberty.
Like I said, looking at the replay, it looked outside the box to me.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm seeing it and it's outside the box, surely VAR seeing it. I mean, come on, man.
It's a joke.
Seriously, I mean, last season everyone was talking about Liverpool. Like, have VAR got wind of that and trying to make amends for last season?
Yeah. because they're just everything's going well for me. Tell me one that's gonna for us this season.
I can't believe there's been so many. What is this? Game 6.
That's it.
And there's been so many decisions already.
Last 2 weeks, we've had nothing. So for you to go and not even look at it and say to yourself, right, yeah, that's a penalty. When it's outside, I don't get it. I don't understand it.
It's mad. I don't want to be talking about VAR no more, man. Seriously, man. Look, that's VAR people, man. Just fix up in it. Just fix up. As a man, I'm gonna have to send the goons around. You get me? You know what I'm saying? Like, just yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, it's just, I don't. If it's a stonewall penalty, then cool in it. Like, I don't mind, because then you're angry at your defense or your midfield, whoever commits the foul, blah blah blah. But when a man makes a good tackle, like what are you supposed to do now? Just let man run with the ball. Not like it's just getting stupid. Man. So yeah, they score, and after that, I'm trying to think of a word for the performance after Sheffield United scored.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna give that one to you, because when we were watching it, there was bare tutting and wincing for me.
Yeah,
Explain.
At that point, every man's jacket came off.
The hoodie come off, everything. Yeah, no, it was no intensity. Like, it was just really just going through the motions. Like, it wasn't nice. And what was worrying me was that, like, because we've all been there, where we've seen us go a goal down in the dark days, and you didn't even know where the goal was going to come from. The problem was, I was sitting there watching that, and I just couldn't see where the goal was going to come from. Like, I just didn't know where it was coming from. It weren't like they scored and then now we're just drilling them. That weren't happening. No. So it was all. I mean, I even heard the commentator saying at one stage, like, we've had one shot or something. I'm thinking, what the hell? What's going on? Yeah,
it's like we weren't creating anything, were we? Like, we weren't our usual slick, quick, high intensity self.
I think one of the passages of play, we must have played it either out wide or it must have just been in front of the low block, and then we tried to flip one over the top.
Yeah,
and I just heard Sim go, you can't score like that against these guys.
I think Hendo's tried to flick it over. There was a lot
of long balls and like balls trying to be played over the top, and there was no space in behind for the ball over the top. Second of all, we haven't got a big front three to challenge the height of their back four. So I was just thinking, why are we trying to play these passes? Why? What? That's not how we're going to beat these today. Do you know what I'm saying? So that was my frustration in seeing them long balls, because that wasn't the way we were going to win the game. And then, funnily enough, I kind of half had to eat my own words, because how the first goal comes.
Oh, mate.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not, go on, man. I'll let you run with it.
Have it.
Run with it, man. It's on you,
man. Well, obviously, so the ball comes in, and from Trent, whippage. And then you got Mane, but I think Mane could actually just finish that dinner there.
He should be scoring that. He's free at the back post, and it's a free header. He gets up.
The only good thing I give him is that he's got that power. So that power's made the keeper have to do what he's done there. And obviously Firms steadied himself and everything so well that I was like, you can't miss this. You can't miss this. If you miss this is it. We're divorced now. It's over. But and then you got that finish, and then bang. Once we got that goal, and then after, the second chance come like pretty much straight after,
from the goal kick almost.
Before we go to that chance though,
kick off.
Firmino, Chris, he needs that goal, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely. Listen, I don't even think so much is in the group, but boy, just the fan base on the whole, like everybody's kind of putting the pressure on him, and that's to be honest, that's what you want. With other people coming in and they're coming in doing little cameos and they're scoring or they're creating stuff, getting into different spaces, puts the pressure on. It's a good thing, right? But let's not forget what he has done. But doesn't mean it makes you an automatic starter. You still got to be on some kind of form. So he needed it.
Yeah, because we've been calling Firmino out on his not so much his performances, his contributions in games, and he needed something. Yeah, because I mean, what are we 6 games in now, and he hasn't done anything.
Not enough.
For him to get the goal, I was happy for him, because just before he got the goal, I did say to you, Leroy, didn't I? I say, like, for me, like, he's a bit non-existent. But was he non-existent because of the way he was playing, or just because of the way the game was panning out?
I think it was if I'm honest, I think it's probably how the game was panning out. Because actually, when we saw the formation, we thought this is perfect. Salah's the focal point, but we know Firmino's the system, innit? So he can just ghost in and come and go as he pleases, pick little pockets of space. But they decide, nah, low block, what are you going to do? So he couldn't really do too much. You know?
I'm glad you said that. I don't think the space was there for Firmino to do what he usually does. So I think it was more Sheffield United's game plan than Firmino's actual gameplay. Personally,
this low block thing is irritating.
It's
bro.
mad.
I can't lie. It's like such old school playing Street Fighter, and the Bray's trying to hit you from the top and the bottom. You know, they do the high kick and then the sweep, bro. It's just dead. So you just constantly block. It's just dead. That's how I picture this low block. It's just boring, bro. That's some cheat mode, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Some sweaty goal, man. Like sweaty defending.
I think because teams have seen our high line, they want to hit us on the counter necessarily over the top, because obviously they started Ryan Brewster. We know the pace he's got in his legs. So I think their game plan was to hit us on the counter. And I think that's why these lesser teams are now going to come. And they don't just sit, but they're waiting for the counter. They're happy for us to have the ball.
Let's be honest, McBurney, better striker, left free. You know when he must have, I think, I don't know if he chested it down or whatever, but he got on the left-hand side, took that shot. Brother, if he gets that right, that's 2-0 to them, you know? Like,
Allison.
So,
Allison was called into action a couple of times.
So
the goal,
everybody's they're trying to get their game plan right.
I do think, though, you got to have a certain amount of, like, skill. When I say that, your team has to be at a certain level that when you're, for me, Villa, when they played us, I don't mean to go back to it, but I just have to give
dark days.
But Leeds even as well. Leeds have got some quality in certain areas. So when they do get that, when it does go over, they're in, because you're not going to get loads of them against us. No, you're going to get, if at best, a couple, and you've got to be able to finish them. I just didn't think that no disrespect to Sheffield United, but I didn't think
they had the quality.
That they had, to cut us like that. Whereas if they did, it might have been a bit different. But it's good. This builds confidence. I like the fact that going back to Alisson being in goal, I felt that it breathed like a kind of it was like a breath of fresh air.
Well, he came and collected a couple crosses.
Yeah, just
stuff like that.
Your defense now, the boys now will be like, okay, cool. Ali's in there now. Ali Paddy's back in goal. It's cool.
But let's play devil's advocate as well. Obviously, there was later time in the game. I don't know if he was getting a bit relaxed. He was moving a bit mad as well.
You know what it is? He did do it, but bro, I'd rather he did it, because I know his reactions are going to be completely different to my man. But I'm not going to get there.
You can go there, bro. But I'm just saying, like, Alisson made that mistake and he gets closed down, and he's lucky because he could have ended up going through the man as opposed without getting the ball. Then we're in trouble. That's a red card.
Yeah, it's mad.
Like, he's off. So he can't afford to be lackadaisy. That's what I'm saying to you. But people won't get on Alisson's back for that because of what else he brings to the table. I'm not saying we deserve to. We have to jump on him for that one mistake. But
of course not.
What was it? Not last season. The season before, the nearly season. He made one or two of those errors, brother, and they cost us goals. Was it Brighton as well? Was it Brighton?
I think I think in them games the reason he got away with it because we covered it though. I think because there was one against. I'm sure it was.
There was definitely a Brighton.
We won the Brighton. We won that game.
But he done it. This thing where he's trying to be like the monk out of Meme Machine, bro.
That's a shout. That's what the monk.
The man has a moment in his head and he's thinking, I'm gonna run around and do. But now he knows. I like when that happens. Because now it's out of the way now, he's like, all right, cool. Let me get back in my box again and start being sensible. And that's what happens, isn't it? So,
put it this way, it's not rushes of blood like we had on Wednesday. The defenders got it under control and you just decide, boom, I'm coming. It wasn't that.
I'm coming.
Certain man said on the previous show they were coming for me. Blood, where are you? I can't see you. I'm here, innit? I'm here, innit? So I'm going to do my thing and you got to have your say to the wall or something. I don't know, blood. Listen. Are we being too harsh on Adrian? Because hear me out, he's not Alisson.
No, he's not.
So we cannot expect the same standards that we get from Alisson,
Acceptable, that's understandable.
Right? For me, Adrian is good at what we need him to do in terms of he's a good shot stopper.
Yep.
He saved the pen for us in the what was it?
Super Cup.
He saved the pen. So so he can do those things. He can come for crosses. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think about when we had Mignolet, flappy arms.
Don't.
Do you get what I'm saying? Karius, spaghetti noodle arms. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So for me, whilst he's not as, we all know he's not as good as Alisson and he can't play with his feet, the basics that we need him to do, he does well. I feel the defence need to recognise who's in the goal.
Correct.
And play accordingly. So if you look, after the Villa game, what was the next game after that? The Everton game. You look, we didn't play so many short passes.
Yeah.
He went long a lot more, out to the wings for the left or the right back to get it. Same again on midweek.
No, I think they started reverting back. It wasn't as much, but it was more than the Everton game.
Yeah, okay.
You saw a couple man trying to get themselves out. Because let's be honest, Ajax did try to pressure us out the park. So they did play a few more back to him. But even there was one, I think, where Fabinho clears it off the line. Brother, come off your line if you have to. Man was there chilling.
No,
I don't know what he was. I was like, brother, what
chilling,
you doing, bro? He's like, I don't know whether to go or to come. Or I said,
but you know what? Do you know what? Yeah, some keepers are decisive in those situations and they come, and some keepers are a bit nervy in those situations because in those situations,
it's mad. Split seconds.
Yeah, you could give away a penalty. You could get sent off. It's a big call.
It's a big one. It's a big one. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I know you are, and so am I. And so am I because you look at the best goalkeepers. Yeah, they've got a screw loose.
Straight.
Alisson's crazy, bro. Like, I don't really should say his name, but Jordan Pickford, he's crazy, bro. Oof. Like, do you get what I'm saying? They have that sort of psychotic behaviour to them a bit. Adrian doesn't seem that the type to be as crazy as the rest. So for him to come off his line, I can understand why he stutters a little bit.
No, but he needs to allow it as well. Like
I've got but see, my thing with him is I'm with you in a way because last season, as you well know, I bigged up Adrian. I felt that when he stepped in, he done his job. But
Me and you both.
Yeah, I was bang on that, and I even down to the fact where obviously when he came back, Alisson that is, I was even like, well, you know what? To be fair, he hasn't really put a foot wrong, so you kind of got to wait until, you know what I mean. But obviously, we paid the big money for Alisson.
Yeah, he's the number one.
He's gonna come back in. But then obviously, I spoke to one of our other guys in our group, and his thing was pretty much like, to be honest with you though, we kind of covered him in games. Now, when I actually flicked back and thought about it, I thought, actually, there was points where he did a madness, but it was like we didn't concede, and then we just kind of went on from it and then just done what we needed to do, like, innit? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
But that's what we do with Alisson. A madness might happen, but because we don't concede or anything like that and we recover from it, it kind of goes back and you forget about it a little bit.
But it's not with that level of consistency, then madness.
I just think Alisson.
Man's a level of consistency, you know? Like, he's consistency doing madness.
Listen, I'm sorry, but every game that brother gives me, he does give me palpitations. We won certain games, last season, and you're right, because I'm sitting there like, what's he doing,
You
bro?
actually think about it. When I actually had the flashback, I was like, rah. I was so blinded by what Virgil and them man were doing, that I'm looking at this guy like he was the thing, but we actually covered him a lot, you know.
But isn't that what you do when you have your second keeper in goal?
You know what it is? This is the thing for me. Yes, the defenders should, they should play to the strengths of what their goalkeeper is. But at the same time, play with it. You know what you're capable of yourself. Sometimes the ball will come back to the brother. He's taking 20 minutes to make this decision, and this striker is just coming on him like, they're like, what are you doing, bro? Get rid of it.
And then instead of it going up the field, it's now going to the side, and we're under pressure.
And this is what happens with the Villa game. The Villa game is a prime example of what he done, bro.
Allow it, innit?
It's foolishness. No. Listen, Adrian, if you ever watch this, mate, seriously, play to your strengths, King.
It's a simple,
play to your strengths. That's
thing.
all I ask.
The field.
That's all I ask, bro. Seriously, that's all I ask. Yeah, no, I've had enough now. My heart can't take that, man. You aged me about 10 years, bro. It's long, bro.
Come on, man. Everyone saw the meme of Joe Gomez from Wednesday. It's like, man, what are you doing?
He aged you, but you kept your hairline. You bastard. No, alright, cool, innit? Like, Adrian, a bit like Marmite, innit? Do you know what I mean? But let's just be honest, we're never going to get a second goalkeeper that's as good as Alisson. Any second goalkeeper that comes in is always going to, in my opinion, going to make some sort of mistakes. I think we just have to live with it and hope we can do the damage up front.
It's true.
As opposed to, you know.
I think the biggest problem for any second goalkeeper is the fact that you're not playing that much. And if you're not playing that much, you're not getting the game time and that. So that's what's hard. I mean, Vaughan was a fantastic goalkeeper. I thought at Swansea, went Spurs, didn't really get to play that much. And by the time he did get back in goal, it was just never that guy.
He was making mistakes.
Yeah, and that's just because you're not playing every week.
And it can go the other way with the Arsenal brother who's going to.
I know.
Martinez.
When you get a run a game, you start doing, and then he's gone for big money. And I'm like, but he's always been a bit, you know, I was a bit suspect, but
he's a good goalkeeper.
He's a good goalkeeper.
But anyway,
it's a little bit.
that's not even that. But let's get back to the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
let's get back.
Alisson has to make a couple saves in the game. It's good to see Ali back. 1-0 down. Firmino, we did the Firmino goal. So we go in at half time. It's 1-1.
I'm grateful for half
I'm trying
time.
to think. No. After the Firmino chance, sorry.
You forgot about that bit.
The Salah chance. Wow.
Oh yeah.
And the coverage was a bit sketchy because I didn't get a good.
They never gave us another
angle.
angle.
A good angle on what actually happened. But he's through from the kickoff, and he's on the right side, and you're just thinking he's going to open his body and bend it in the far corner, but the keeper somehow saves it.
Yeah. And I've went and opened my mouth and said that brother was suspect, innit?
Yeah. I mean, the man goes and makes.
You did.
But then you said
I said he was going to have a worldie.
Yeah, you did say
because
that.
that's what happens to keepers. They get inspired at Anfield, bro.
Right,
Start making saves, like flying, like whilst taking a picture. And that's crazy, bro. But
stop it.
but he saves it. I don't know, between the defender and the keeper, they get hold of it. But you're expecting Salah to do his usual, bend it in the corner, and then I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm not too nervous at that point. I still think half time comes. Klopp's gonna do his thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Get him in there. I really just wanted to get in there so that he could just get at him and tell him, listen, boys, you need to up the ante a bit. You know?
Because
that's what we were saying.
Yeah,
we felt the passing had started to get a bit slow, a bit laboured, and whatever else. Now he needed to get in there and say, look, you're doing all right. We're back on level terms. Just up the tempo. Be a bit quicker with the passes. Stop the tempo. Taking a touch, looking for a man, playing it sideways, and whatever. If there's an opportunity. Hit it hard and fast. Let's see what we can do.
Let's get them turning. Get them running. So come out of the second half, and I thought whatever the message was from Klopp, he heard us, and they heard him, and it was better. The intensity was much better. I think we started off on top, and I don't recall Sheffield United really getting involved in the game to the fact they ended up taking off Brewster at some point. I can't remember when, but
no, that brother who come on. What's his name? The black brother.
McGoldrick.
Yeah, he had one little chance that he probably could have done a bit better still.
Yeah, that was towards
late,
the end,
on,
and that was after obviously we scored. But
Yeah.
before we scored,
they weren't. They weren't.
Before they weren't really in it. I thought we were. I was
We
much
started
more relaxed.
I felt that we were tightening the screw then, and from so early because it was like from the 55th to like.
Because remember, it was 55 minutes, and we were like, right, it seems longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Because that's showing you where.
Because we were so on top. It was
once we start turning the screw like that, it's pretty
it's
peak.
a long game, innit? You know what I mean? Like, even for us watching, it feels like the game's been going on for Could you imagine being the opposition?
It's
long.
It's long.
You're just like, damn, man, how long we got left?
It's long. No.
But so now we started off well in the second half, and then we Mo scores the goal, and all right. It was offside, but let's just talk about the pass from Trent, man.
Mental.
And then
mental.
Will
Mill, Seinfeld. That's Seinfeld.
Nah, that's special delivery, bro.
Special
Seinfeld.
You got to get that weighed up and everything. Next day by 1 or whatever it is, or 8, 9 even.
What a pass,
mental.
I mean,
fantastic.
I absolutely jumped on Trent for his defending the other day, and I think rightly so.
But 100%.
But
100%.
What he gives going forward, man.
Yeah,
100%.
He spotted it and he delivered it right there.
And then talk about the touch and the turn from Salah, man.
Come on. I was doing an Everton celebration same way, just like mad. And then I think it was Leroy was like, nah, I think he's off. I said, nah.
I think I pushed the table at that point.
You were screaming. You went up that way. Yeah.
Nah, because it was just, you know what it is about some goals? It's not just obviously the goal. It's the whole way the goal comes around, the build up, the finish, make some goals more. And I just, the pass, the touch and the instinctive turn and like,
come on,
his foot didn't even lick the ground,
All
and
in
he
one.
bro, it was absolutely sumptuous, man.
It was banging. It was banging.
Yeah, but then again, VAR, you have to do your line thing and come ruin up the ting, blood. You know what I'm saying?
To be fair, for me, I've seen it. I mean, straight when the one thing I'm on,
Yeah, you
he's
called
off
it straight away.
because I know that there old school, you might have got away with that. You might have got away with that, but this no way.
Because I'm not sure did the
No
line
way.
flag for it.
I don't think he
No,
did.
no,
I
no,
think
no.
they looked at
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I know they
looked
looked at it.
No,
first.
they
They always
he
look at
did.
it, but I
I don't
wanted to
think
know
he
if the
did.
line was
Nah,
flagged.
nah, he didn't. He didn't flag.
Bruv, think about the instant as well.
Yeah.
Because he's controlled the ball and it's spun on it and he's hit it straight away. You ain't got no time to
Nah,
see
the
that.
naked
Yeah,
eye's never
nah,
picking it up that
never.
quickly. No way.
Never.
I guess VAR did its job
On that one,
on
for
that
once.
one there
yeah.
for once, yeah. But
Ain't stopping.
Yeah.
There ain't no stopping, man. Though, isn't it?
but I feel like even after that disallowed goal, I still felt the goal was gonna come again.
Yeah,
And- but
that
that is-
annoyed us.
Yeah, but that is us though, and I love that attitude. We've still got that attitude. Like where a goal, we get it disallowed. Your heads could go, but they don't. They continue going. They press, and that is where I was like, thank God we've still got that in the tank. And that's what I was saying to you before. With this third season, it's really important that we keep that kind of that momentum going with that
Correct.
hunger and everything else.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? And that's shown today. So I've come away with really good positives from that game. Me personally, you know.
And I think there was a couple of people who were at that point, especially when the second half kicks off, that you could visibly see they've stepped it up. Mane was one of them, Salah was another, and Henderson. I think all three of them, they set the tone
For that.
for everybody else. Not that's not raw. not to say that other man weren't in it, because I like honourable mention to man like Gomez and that.
Oh, yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
those three, I think they set the tone for the second half.
So then obviously the goal gets disallowed, but then we get another goal, and yeah.
Yeah, Mane
Go on,
did
man.
a
Take this.
madness.
Go and take it away, Chris, man.
What's it? Our left hand side, Mane's got a couple man and he's just doing a madness. Puts in a ball just waiting to be put in, and Jota has come from nowhere, easy. And he had a couple man with him, but
Yeah.
he just puts
He
it in
leaps
top.
and, yeah.
It's one of the smallest guys on the
Yeah.
pitch, man.
Yeah.
In that sense,
Like,
man.
that spring is beautiful.
For such a good team in the air, Sheffield United, they did leave Jota, and even like the Mane chance, they took for granted that how good in the air we are, and you know what I'm saying, they left Jota and Mane
That's
unmarked at the back post, and that's like criminal. I think Chris Wilde will be kicking himself, because I think those two goals are preventable
Yeah.
from his point of. I mean, most goals are preventable, but you know what I mean. Like certain teams pride themselves on certain things, and I feel like Sheffield United, they want to concede headed goals. Do you know what I'm saying?
But I think it's easy, like, and this is gonna sound really thing, but I find that like someone like Jota is not the biggest person on the pitch. So you're not looking at him to be coming in to do that.
But that's my
what
point.
it is.
That's
Switching
bad.
off,
They're on their
it is.
path,
Yeah, no, I
yeah.
get that. But they're gonna. It's kind of like human nature though. You're not gonna look at that guy as, he's a small guy. He's not a threat. That's why I was even saying to you about Jones. I'm not a massive fan of Jones in that sense, but him coming on, I've noticed in times in games he gets space. Yeah, where people actually allow him because they just think, this you man, what's he gonna do in it? But he can play a ball. But sometimes I find he looks too much for that perfect goal. You know, whipping. But that's a whole nother conversation.
He's growing up watching Steven Gerrard. So,
Yeah, it's a whole nother conversation itself. But
But yeah, it's a great thing
Fantastic.
from Mane, and it's a great lead from Jota, and
100.
it's good to see him get his goal, because I think he's going to be key. Like through the whole season, he's gonna get a lot of games. He's gonna be rotated a lot, but he's gonna get a lot of minutes, and he's gonna. We want him be confident.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
I might not be getting full starts and 90 minutes or whatever, but when I come on, I can do the business.
Yeah,
man, you know what I'm saying? So,
Definitely.
yeah, man, like glorious goal, man. And then after that, I feel like I'm relaxed. I don't know about you two.
No, we were not. I weren't. Like, I don't know. I think the last 7, we were kind of like, and then we see Milner coming on. Then we was definitely sweating.
Do you know what I would say? Okay, so from that, for me, Slim's right in the sense that when the goal goes in, at that point, I'm feeling comfortable because I'm thinking, all right, we get another goal. They're not really doing nothing. But then this is where I come with you, then, Chris, because then after they get this little patch in the game,
That's it.
where it starts to turn a bit, innit?
But doesn't that always happen though?
It does happen because a team's always gonna. You're not gonna. All right, there are actually. To be fair, last year they never actually not get a glove on us at all. Their manager said it, and I agree with him. They never. But this time around, they got themselves into a good position, and I just felt. I said to you guys because. That change was going to come between the 70th and the 75th minute, whether it would have been a change for Minamino or Shaq or whoever, or we need to go a bit more defensive and get a bit more tighter. And I just felt that we were losing a bit too much in the certain areas. You put Milner on, and I can see why he's done that. Yeah. I don't dislike it. I don't dislike it. I thought it was a
sometimes
clever
as
move.
Champions, you got to see games out.
Yeah, you just look at it. You go, you're 2-1 up. We're at home. Cool. Our record's fantastic at home. Let's keep that.
And we only had 2 midfielders.
There you go. We'll take that.
Yeah, that's it.
100%. That was for me.
Yeah. No. I wasn't too mad. I wasn't too mad at 2-1 to see us shutting up shop. We did have a chance to make it 3-1 though. Salah did have a chance to make it 3-1, didn't he? He gets in. Yeah, he gets through on goal. I can't remember who plays the pass. But he gets through on goal. He gets like the right side or the wrong side of the defender if you're the defender.
And you remember
that one?
Little
worm and it hits the post.
Yeah. He I think he does the reverse shot and he hits the post. But you're expecting the net to bulge, man, and.
Because he could have gone far post or near post. He chose to try and whip it towards the near one, innit?
I think there might be a few, I haven't looked in the group, but there might be a few, he should have passed it.
No,
he should have passed.
It.
Should he have passed in that
situation? No. Don't get me wrong. When we looked at the replay, Mane was free.
Yeah.
But this is like golden boot winner 2 times. You understand? When he should finish that, let's be honest. That should be nothing but net. So to me, there's no pass there.
Yeah.
He's 1-on-1 with the keeper. Come on.
No, it's cool. For me, that I forgive him. Like that there's no issue there.
Bro.
I said it when we were watching it. I was like, if my striker passes in that situation, that means you're short on confidence. I said Firmino passes in that situation. Do you get what I'm saying? But a Salah or Mane, I expect you to go for that, and I expect you to score. Do you know what I mean? And Salah didn't get a goal today, but I don't think that was a reflection of his performance. I think he played well. A steady 7-8 out of 10 for me.
But can I ask you, host Slim, do you think he is better at the top or in his normal position?
In his normal role. Look,
straight up.
We're talking about the chances that he had. I guess the Trent pass, he was more central, but the other chance the chance he had in the first half that the keeper gobbled up, he came from the right. And that last chance he had, he came from the right as well. Yeah. So even though he was playing down the middle, he was still slightly drifting out wide because he likes to cut inside and come inside onto that left foot and do the damage. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's not the one that I want to see down the middle.
No.
I'll be honest with you, if anyone to see down the middle, jeez man, something's really in my eye. Sorry. If anyone I want to see down the middle, I want to see Shaqiri down the middle, you know?
Shaqiri?
Yeah, for some reason. Because I just feel like,
where's it with you and Shaqiri?
do you know why? I tell you why. No, I tell you why. Because I feel like Shaqiri, he's got a pass. He's like more of a number 10. Yeah, he can see a pass, and I just feel like although he's playing in that role, in that lone role, like Salah, he'd come short sometimes. You know, like especially from defensive situations. I think Shaqiri can thread it through. I don't want to see Mane through the middle. In a lone strike role because and Salah's better from the wide. I don't want to see Firmino in that role up top because he's lost that killer instinct. So he's more of the knitted together. Who else would I want to put up there? Would you put Jota in that 9 role, that lone striker role? But I don't think so. Exactly. Okay, so I'm thinking who else? I'm thinking Shaqiri because cool. He can like I said. I think for me Shaqiri only works when we're breaking with the ball because when anyone gets ahead of him, he can see that pass. Now I'm thinking about him standing up there up top. Nah,
I don't think he's a killer. No, I don't think he is.
Do you know what my?
Now I'm thinking about.
Do you know what my?
Where's Derek, man?
Let the people put it in the comments. Let the people then put it in the comments and see what they say.
Who should go in that lone striker role?
Put it in the comments.
Guys, man, you heard the man.
Yeah.
You see the socials. You know what I'm saying, get us and let us know, man. What are you gonna say, Lee?
No, I'm just gonna say I think the thing that worries me at the moment with how football is at the minute because it always changes, innit? But if you have someone like Shaqiri on. And before I used to want him to play at times myself, but I realised that can be a weak link in your side. And where that comes from is when that's a hole in the team. I don't think he defends that well, personally.
Well, if he's in that lone striker role, he doesn't have to defend.
No, but our whole defending starts from that top though.
Yeah, but he will press like Salah. If you watch Salah presses, but Salah... he comes back, obviously you have to drop back, but he doesn't really defend.
But Salah, okay, I'll tell you what, you see a different Salah when Mane plays. When Mane plays, the press from Salah is different. I think he actually has him working without him even knowing. So see like where Mane's on it, like he's pressing. These two have no choice but that Firmino and thing to press. That's in my eyes anyway.
No,
that's
cool.
what I see.
I believe they press because that's what they do. I don't believe either or drives them. I think they just press.
So what was the game that Mane was unable to play due to COVID? What was the game? Can you not remember?
It was the Villa game.
Was it the Villa game? Yeah,
it was the Villa game.
Oh, don't.
Didn't you feel again. So Villa from the, you know what? It's good because it showed where that press was not there.
You're right. The press wasn't there. You're right.
He played well that day.
Who's that?
Salah, exactly.
But Salah played well in this aspect that when he got the chances he took them. But other than that, what else did he?
Salah's game. He does press, but he's not the presser.
I've seen him work though.
He works, but
I've seen him do that stuff there. If Mane don't play, he don't play hard.
I don't think Salah scores the goal. I'm going back a couple of weeks, but I don't think Salah scores the goal against Chelsea, right? That Mane scores the second one. You know, where he loses the ball, he gets mad and he just does a madness. I don't think Salah scores that.
No,
I just don't think
that's his game.
I don't
think that's his game.
I think when it's in the area, like he'll do a little madness, or if he realizes that we're a bit short, you'll see him dust back and cover the defense every so often. But that press, that's for me, it's not him.
But I mean, I look at, so I look at things like, all right then. So, but my point was just the fact that you can't have a player like Shaqiri in there like that for how we are. Anyway, because Ozil's another one. Ozil will serve you up all day long. But Ozil was a weak link in that sense because he doesn't. Yeah, okay. These guys don't do that defending.
But let's talk about Shaqiri though. Shaqiri comes on midweek, and everyone says, oh, they played all right. I did say it. I did say it. You're right. Yeah, people are saying, oh, that front three played okay. They were hungry, blah, blah, blah. I think Shaqiri presses. I don't see him as a lazy player. To compare him to Ozil is a bit of a disrespect, personally.
I didn't think we done, me personally, in that second half, well, what was it? How long was it left in that game? It
was like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
20 minutes.
But I didn't really think that there was, personally, had Ajax scored, we weren't looking like we were going to score anyway. Well, we weren't going to score with that front three that
the second score. I thought Jota played all right. I thought he played hella breaks.
I don't think we would have scored.
Played all right, but them scoring and pressing are two different things. So let's not get them confused. We might not have scored. Fair enough.
But so you felt they put that? You felt that they were putting in a shift.
They were putting in a shift.
I went overly impressed with the front three on like pressing. I went overly impressed. Personally, that's me, bro.
Yeah, I think Shaqiri presses. Yeah, I think you put him in that role, he will press. I'm just saying, the way we like to play balls back to front, what's he gonna do? He's not gonna hold it up. He's like 4 foot nothing, isn't he? But at the same time, I still see like if he does get the ball, he can hold it up and he can throw the pass. So I don't know. I just feel like our best assets, Salah, Mane, should not be playing through the middle. Yeah. They give us what they give us from coming from wide. So I don't want to see them through the middle like that. The formation's good, and I'm glad it's attacking and it's showing intent. But I just feel like if you look at today, for me, Salah, his best work came from when he came wide.
Correct, yeah.
So if he wants to play that 4-2-3-1,
I have to find the one.
Yeah, find the one. Yeah. That's just my opinion. Yeah. Like I said, guys, if you feel differently, man, just let us know, innit, man. Drop us a line, you know what I'm saying?
Timo.
But yeah, man. Jumping back to the game now. Lee's not happy. Like, no, I'm not having that.
No, I just said Timo. That's what you want.
Oh, Timo, you want? Well,
but that's what you want. That's a whole other thing. Yeah, that's saying. That's if you're that ship's passed. You're talking about strikers, isn't it? So that's what I'm saying, isn't it?
Yeah, but that ship sailed, isn't it? He's at Scunthorpe Bridge. So you know what I mean,
we move.
All right. So yeah, game finishes out 2-1. Like you said earlier, have an honourable mention to Gomez. Not just honourable mention, a big shout to Gomez. You know what I'm saying? Because he's so far 2 for 2. He's come out and he's shown like that he's learned and he's grown over the time he's been playing with Virgil. And whilst I don't see him as a vocal leader on the pitch, his performances show me leadership qualities. You know what I mean? So.
And that, you know what? He's actually answered me as a critic from that again. From the last time I was on there was the Villa game, and I just said it. I think he needs to really stand up now, and take responsibility now, innit? You know what I mean? All right, cool. Everyone has bad days. Everyone has a couple of bad games, but now it's time to show your worth, because he's not rubbish. He ain't rubbish. He's far from rubbish. He just needed that. But I know he needs games under his belt. That's his whole thing, isn't it? And he gets his confidence back. But yeah, stand up, man. You've done well.
Tell the truth with some. Do you think that he's one of those players who, because we have been so good and who he's been playing with, that we don't always call him out for some of his decision making? Because don't get me wrong, I do think he's good, but I do think a lot of it is, some of the time when we are caught out, it's recovery pace that helps him to get back as well. Sometimes I do think he can switch off.
Yes, I'll agree with that. I do think sometimes he actually does. I think it's lapse of concentration sometimes.
And I don't know. Like, I think the last couple of games he has been switched on all the time. He didn't put. I personally don't think he's put a foot wrong in the last 2 games.
But thing don't help him sometimes though. Sometimes because it's Trent's on his side, isn't it?
Yes.
As well.
I think sometimes that is a mad situation. Like,
was it me and you saying it?
Yes.
I thought you even said it in the last one of the last
chatting
things,
about it, bro.
that because Verge is on the side with Robertson, he's always on him. Even Robertson said it, he's always on my head. That come back, do this, push on. But on the other side, it's a madness. So the Everton game, had it Verge been like on that side, he might have said to Trent, I think that's what you're alluding to. He would have said to him, brother, block the cross for the second, their second goal.
When you check it, our right side's a bit of a madness because you got man. Not even like that, man. Not even like that. But our right side's a bit of a madness because you got Trent, who defensively isn't a 10 out of 10, and then you got Gomez, who's still a young defender, still learning his trade, and then you've got Salah, who, whilst he will come back and cover, his job's not to come back. So you're relying on one of the midfilders to get out there, Henderson, and when Henderson's not there, it's like no one else can do that job. So our right side is a bit of a matter
sometimes.
So if one of the midfielders don't get across, Trent gets exposed, then in turn exposing Gomez.
It's
and then
wild over there.
causing a problem. It's a bit wild on the right side, isn't it?
Too much, isn't it?
It is. But I understand why Gomez is on the right side, because he's capable of the pace going into that channel and dealing with problems. So I get why he's out there, but you know what I mean, when you in certain games when you've got like 3 or 4 fires, bro, you can only fight one in it, and some slip through the net. So, and
that's one thing you've just kind of alluded to it as well. In those last 2 games, has he played on the right?
Who?
Gomez.
Yeah.
Has he played on the right on both of them?
Yeah. No. Oh, the last 2 games you're talking about. He's played in Virgil's position.
He has, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I was like, hold on. Fabinho's now on that side.
Fabinho's on that side. Yeah. Fabinho's now on that side. Yeah, it's mad. But Fabinho's dealing with it still, though. He's still dealing with it still, though.
I think, I don't want to talk too soon, but I think, knock on wood, we could get away with it.
I'll do that too.
We could get away with it with Fabs because, you know, City managed to do it, with Fernandinho, but they rode their luck a bit too much.
They went the whole season,
but they thought they could go into a new season doing the same thing. You can't do that. You got to go and go and think. Yeah, that's what I I don't know how bad it is.
6 weeks, I think.
Really?
Yeah, it's not too bad, is it?
It's bad enough for them, man.
But they've still got the Diaz and they've got Laporte.
But where are they playing him? If you're talking about at the back, they're covered. But if it's in the middle, you can't cover him like that.
Not for what he does.
They got no DM, have they?
No, it's just him.
Fantastic.
Great, great work,
mate. Look,
unbelievable, Jeff.
Yeah, people were making noise with BB.
Hey,
listen, I'm getting all kinds of cards through the door.
We don't do that. We Liverpool. We don't do that. We don't do that
still. Seeing as we're on the centre back talk, we might as well fast forward to January. Do we need to buy?
I don't always think that's the answer. I want to know if the prognosis that we've heard about VVD is actually what it is.
What, the 7 to 8 months?
If that's really the thing. If that's really the thing.
It's an ACL and it's an operation. Whenever you have ACL operate, forget it's an ACL. He's had an operation.
Fine.
There's a good period of recovery and rehabilitation, which is usually months.
Fine.
So we can assume it's right.
Fine. Then what are you saying? In January, you're going to go and try and get somebody of levels? you're gonna get someone up and coming. Because what's that brother's name at Leipzig?
All right, yeah,
the younger.
I know you're talking about.
What's his name?
Everyone's onto him. Now,
Yeah,
He's got a funny name.
Funny name, yeah. But you know the brother. I'm talking about.
I hope if you guys
you know his name,
you must
man.
know him.
You know his name. Then obviously there's my man at Napoli, but I think he's kind of fallen off a little bit.
Who?
No one's really talking about him. Yeah, no one's really talking about him too
He's
much.
gonna cost too much for
Exactly.
January.
So you've got to say to yourself, are you really looking to spend that kind of P in January? Or are you going to look and get a stopgap or whatever? Because there's this brother, who was he? He was at Benfica. I think he's at Gary or something like that. They were talking about it because he's out of contract. I don't think he's good enough. I don't think he's good enough, not even as a stopgap. So
what do you do? Do you go for quality or do you go stopgap? Because
okay. The problem is, if you go for quality, you got a situation which is cool. Your quality's there. And if your quality works, you get your quality alongside Gomez. Problem is though, when Virgil then decides to come back, now you've got a problem because Virgil ain't gonna be the one to sit out. It's gonna be Gomez. And you don't really want to lose Gomez because Gomez is young. So
Gomez is going to be the next Virgil.
That's what it is.
He's in line for the next Virgil.
That's the problem. But my thing, I more want just if we can get someone who can do a job for me is enough. Because the only reason I say that is because if you have Fabs is fantastic in front of that thing. So if you've got him there, I'm quite confident to whoever you got there is even if they're just bang average, we will be all right.
Yeah,
that's what I think, innit? But you need cover. Like you can't. I'll be real with you, yeah. For me, Fabs, he's great, but there will be points in a game where he's gonna think as a DM.
Yes,
and he can have that switch. Do you know what I mean?
He's allowed that.
Exactly.
He's allowed that.
That's what I'm trying to say.
He's allowed that because he's not his natural position.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And when something happens, we'll be like pissed, but we'll have to allow it.
Have to accept it.
Natural position.
Have to accept it.
And you don't want that to happen.
No.
You understand? So I just don't know. We've gone from having kind of cover in that area to not having any cover because midfield wise, I don't want to say
wild. It's got enough, man.
It was like when we got, I can't remember what season it was, but we had a few injuries and it hurt us. And he went, right, I'm going to make sure midfield's covered. Now, cool, we're covered in that area, yeah?
Yeah, over-covered.
But it's the back. I said from the very start of this season on the pod, I wanted a defender.
You did, yeah.
I've said it like.
What's your thoughts?
I was going to...
Average, I don't mind.
I want a stopgap.
You do?
Yeah.
When Verge comes back, you're not going to stay there, whoever you are.
There it is.
No, I'm being honest. I'm saying, like, you're not.
Right.
Verge is back in straight away. And I don't want
Gomez
Gomez sitting on the bench for anyone because, like I said, Gomez has been learning. We're now reaping the benefits of that in these games without Verge. So his growth is continuing. You'll kill his confidence if he's then behind some guy who came in January. Now, forget that.
Okay,
I'm going to give you a name.
I'm going to play...
I'll go on.
I was going to play Devil's
Advocate.
You've got... Actually, I want to hear the name.
No. What you say first?
Okay, Devil's Advocate. So now... You know how we used to... Well, I was one of them. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. That's gone. He's gone. He's
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm like... So, was it not better the devil you know?
Brother, I didn't want Lovren to go.
Yeah.
I wasn't championing
Hellerman was...
I wasn't championing
I never championed that move myself.
I know he's a bit nuts at times.
And Lizot can shoot me for it.
Yeah,
but
I know he's a bit crazy. And he's a bit...
played with the two that are now fit.
Exactly.
You understand? So, either way... He's been at the club a long time.
Can I just say something? Have you noticed how we not talked about Matip?
Bro, I swear to God, I was just about to say, do you see how we're not talking about this guy? Because you can't trust him.
No, it's not trust. It's gonna lie.
One game and then you're just out again.
Let's not waste no
airtime.
Like, big respects to Matip. Big respects to Matip, but we know he's gonna be in here 1 minute, gone the next. So
gone to the bathroom to brush his teeth. Bam, he's pulled something. It's long, bro. Wow, it's long.
Unbelievable.
That's it. Brush his teeth.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Yeah. So Lovren, I would have liked Lovren to stay, but I think what Lovren's thing was is that he won a Champions League medal, Premier League medal, Super Cup, all of that, and he was like, I don't want to sit on your bench anymore. Yeah. I'm good enough to go and play somewhere else. So he wanted to play. So hence why he left, and he was happy to leave. So yeah, obviously I would have liked him to still be there. But the name I'm gonna throw at you, man, like that I heard someone else throw, Connor Cody. I'd take him. I know he plays it. Do you know why he's a stopgap? Because he's he was at Liverpool. He's Liverpool born and bred. He would be happy to be back in his hometown.
Brother, he is a captain.
I know he's a captain and a mainstay of a
team.
Premiership team, but not a Premiership team that's going to win anything anytime soon.
Brother, like England international as well. He just
a few. They just throw him a few.
Yeah, actually,
caps,
I don't
innit?
even
It's
watch.
not-
Oh,
yeah,
I don't watch it.
yeah.
But
They just throw him a few caps. He's not the main centre back. He's not going to
and
be
you
the main
think you
centre
get
back
him for less than 20?
No, I'm just throwing a name. I just said I'm going to throw a name.
No, I don't.
No, not for me. Not for
Raw,
me.
Leroy. I heard the big huffs and sighs, bro. I see my rubbing face and all of that, bro.
don't
That's-
want him.
you notice how I didn't look at you
I
until
don't
now,
want him.
bro.
I don't want him. I'm
Not
sorry,
for me,
Slim.
not
I
for
don't
me.
want
I
him.
just threw a name.
And
I just threw a name.
He's a back three kind of man, innit?
No,
I know he plays in the
don't
back
want
three, but I'm sure you can do the. No,
There's no
Alright,
deal
I'm
there to
just
be
throwing a
done.
name. I'm not saying that's the thing, but just throwing a name in it. You get me?
him. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't even really throw too many names at you.
That's what I mean. It'd be hard to find names.
That's
innit?
their homework. They go do their homework.
but that's what they get
I'm not
paid to
scouting
do,
them.
innit? Yeah,
I'm not
so-
scouting for these boys.
But you don't pay us for that.
Nah,
Yeah,
you bring
exactly,
if you want, come sign me up.
I'll do it. Yeah.
But that's why I think the brother at Leipzig, as much as everybody's after him, I think as a long-term project, he's the guy.
How old is he? Do you know?
I think he's 2021. So he's
Okay,
even
so
younger
he's
than
still young.
Gomez.
But
You know,
then we
he's
still-
raw,
yeah.
but then that's what I'm saying. You bring him in and it's part of
Yeah,
the
but
whole...
you're bringing him in, and you're bringing him in to put out a
stunt his-
fire.
Yeah.
That's a bit of big heart.
Do you know what my biggest thing is? What
good
you're,
point.
as a Premiership title winners,
Yeah.
Premier League.
Premier League.
Oh, yeah.
Premiership's done.
Well, Premier League. As the champions, yeah. Let's have it like that. As the champions, yeah. You don't. Nah, seriously. You don't really. We don't really have time to have guys that are gonna come in and
This
you're
is
looking
true.
to
This
bed
is
them
true.
and all that because you can't
No, because
afford it.
there's a fire right
yeah,
now.
it's
There's a
crazy.
fire.
It's
That's
crazy.
what I said to you.
Yeah.
That's
Too
why I
much.
threw the name out at you.
Yeah,
That I
too
did
much.
It's
because
true,
he
it's
plays
true.
in the Premier League.
Yeah.
He knows the league. You know what I'm saying? So he can come and hit the ground running. You get what I'm saying? As opposed
It's
to
a point.
someone. That's what
It's a
all I'm
point.
thinking. Because that's what for me is a stopgap. Someone who's going to come fill the hole without too much work and be done.
But I can't see someone like Connor coming in anyway because where he's at. I mean, even Wolves. Let's be honest. Wolves are tidy, like in that sense. And to go say you're gonna go from being there and you know what I mean, cool. It's a big move to go Liverpool, but you're going there to just be that thing. Are you okay with that really in your
Because he's
thing?
going to be
That's a
sitting
whole-
back on the
yeah,
bench in a
That's-
few
yeah,
months.
That's a whole nother ball game. That's a whole nother ball
So I
game.
don't think
if
he'll
you got
take
the
that deal.
ambition, you probably say no. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm just throwing the name out there.
Cool,
No,
man.
it's cool, good.
So definitely, we all in agreement that something needs to happen in January anyway.
100%, bro.
Just because
Yeah.
we
100%.
want to give Verge the best time he needs. We don't want to
Correct.
rush him back for the season.
Hell no.
Something else happens, so we want to
right.
give him
Hell no.
the most time to recover. So yeah, it's gonna. Well, they're gonna have to get active with that. Do you know what I'm saying? And throw some names out there to old Klopp. You know what I'm saying, to see what comes up. But yeah. But anyway, for now, Fabinho, Gomez, doing a good job.
Yeah, for now.
Let's look quickly before we wrap it up. Let's look quickly towards our next couple games. Which our next game is
Michelin.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Champions
that's
League.
Is that how you say their name?
I don't have a clue.
Yeah, Midtjylland, Michelin,
I'm
Tires.
just going with it.
I'm gonna call them the Tires
The
because
Tyres
they should be
team,
the
yeah.
rollover team, shouldn't
Yeah,
they?
man.
They should be the
Please.
Let it not be us that put them on the map.
Oh,
please. I don't even know where they are. What
Lord.
country are they from?
Is
it
it
Denmark?
Yeah,
Are they
it's Denmark.
Danish? Yeah.
yeah,
Can we not
it
put
is.
this Danish side on the map, please? Can we just?
Yeah, I beg.
Can we just do what we're supposed to do and send them back home?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's a whole game.
Atalanta get
Allow me.
4 goals. Was it 4-0 against
Was it
Atalanta?
3 or
Yeah,
4 nil? It was
Atalanta
3 or
got
4.
four.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's 4-0.
Atalanta.
Need to-
And that was away for
That's
Atalanta,
what I'm
wasn't
talking
it?
about.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
they need to be put to bed.
Yeah, can we just
Early.
Yeah,
Early.
yeah. And because we got the 5 subs in Europe, I would like to see the original front three get a couple goals, like maybe a goal each.
Yeah.
And then I would like to see that the
Yeah.
second backup front three come
They
and
get
get
a
a goal
goal
each.
each
You
too.
know, like let's be
No, but
real.
true.
Let's be
Yeah.
real.
True.
Like who are like no disrespect to them, yeah. Like they've earned the right to be in the Champions League, but when you come in, when you're like. It's like when you step into a school, innit, as a year 7, bro. Like,
Yeah.
if you
mate.
you can't go and talk to your 8s, 9s,
No, you
10s.
can't.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Especially
Like,
used to be the big
10s,
boy in year
11s.
6.
yeah.
But
yeah.
now you're the
Now-
small boy.
yeah, you're back-
exactly.
yeah,
and that's
yeah,
what,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like, let them know. Like, well done. You come to our school,
know.
but you're down there still.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
yeah,
not.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
new.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
new to this.
You're not up there.
Yeah, exactly. And when you get a few seasons in there, when you get up 8,
This is a
9,
day out for you.
you're-
This is a day out.
Is our
That's
our
true.
game Tuesday then? Yeah,
Yeah,
Is it
Tuesday.
Yeah,
Tuesday.
cool.
Yeah, Tuesday under the lights, man.
Yeah,
No
nice.
fans.
What's your prediction? We said
Nah, I'm not even going predict. Nah,
just winning it.
Yeah,
3 points.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna go prediction right now, man. It's too early for me, man. I'm saying my juju's not right. So Michelin tires rollover team. Yeah, we got them on Tuesday. All predicting a win. I don't see any. Do you want to see any changes? Do you think we should make any changes for that game?
No. I think go with your strongest and get
Is our game against West Ham on the Saturday, obviously?
Saturday.
It's on the Saturday.
Like a 5:30 kickoff.
It's a late.
4:30, I think.
Is it 4:30?
It's 4:30
But
or
it's definitely
5:30.
not 3. It's not 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
I mean, you could with the time. I always look at the time thing factor. You could, if you wanted to, you could kind of put out a strongish side against that side there, and then do the changes, and then let the boys
5
just
subs
chill.
in it. You can.
It can run.
You can.
But you got. I'm talking about killing the game within 45 minutes. It sounds mad.
Yeah.
But we can do that.
Yeah.
The boys can do that. They
if
can
we're
run
3-4
over-
up,
Listen, we did that last year. The team
Like
that we bought
RB.
Milamino from. We thought that game was finished at half time.
and
Yeah,
they
but the
came
boys,
back.
switched off. That's the difference.
We can do that again, and then
we can.
some guy tries to become a hero. Like, so
And
I'm
then we
not
have to
saying-
buy him again.
Yeah.
But that team, but then you're.
But then they had that brother in it.
Oh yeah, got Haaland and all
Haaland,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
so he
they
was
got
doing
some
mad
play.
thing.
They had some players in that team,
Yeah,
man.
they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, put them to bed. That's
it. Put the strongest out.
and then just done.
But
the
what you
team.
lot saying though? The Hammers though, bro.
That's what I was gonna say next, and
it's a
after that
mess.
it's West Ham. It's West Ham at home, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's at home.
Yeah, and to be fair, they haven't like looked like amazing, but they've been doing like we said before we
durable,
started.
innit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been doing. They narrowly lost against Arsenal. You're saying to me,
Yeah.
they drew. They came back against Spurs, the 3-3.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just drawn today against City, and
Yeah.
was a great goal. I mean, City didn't score till like the 80-something minute,
That's
didn't
right,
they?
that's
So
right.
They should have got a penalty as well. To be fair.
West Ham should have had the penalty. So West Ham they're not no mugs this season.
Do you know what it is? I think what's his name's he's doing that job that he was doing at Everton before, which is
Moyes
they're
is
punching
keeping
above
them-
their
yeah.
thing, and they're
Keeping
just
them,
and he makes them hard to beat, and it's a grind. You know what I mean? That's kind of where he's at, really, as a thingy. But anyway, I'm not. here
But
to talk about
Spurs
him in that sense.
opened them up in that
and
first.
see if you could-
Oh my god!
Come on, man.
Yeah.
They
If that's
opened them
us,
up,
listen.
if we're 3-0 up,
Oh, Lord.
do we let them score? I mean, the Lanzini goal. 'Cause
It's
it was,
hard to
for
think, but
Spurs,
did
it was
you
an
not
own
see-
goal,
Yeah.
and then there was another goal, and then the Lanzini goal.
Yeah.
So I guess the own goal and the own goal and the Lanzini goal, you can't really.
No.
But
Bale should have scored as
in,
well.
Yeah.
when you're talking about under 10 minutes left in the game, you're
And you're
3-0 up.
You've
No,
got to
at
see that out.
home,
Yeah.
Nah,
no
that's
chance,
wild.
Yeah,
bro.
you got to see that. out.
If for me, because to a degree, West Ham were kind of going for it to a degree, yeah. You imagine doing that against us, and you're 3-0 down.
Jesus.
That's cricket score, bro. Sorry, that's cricket score. I don't expect nothing less.
Yeah.
We're killers like that.
The counter attacks.
That's
Devastating.
I'm
innit?
telling you, the game is going to be
Forget
exactly
it.
how it was today.
Forget
They're
it.
not going to come with that vim. They're going to be like...
Man said chest caved in, boy.
right.
Man said,
Listen,
"Nah, we're not
six
trying to
man-
save the chest."
6 man standing at the back.
Yeah, I see that, boy.
And then they're just going to be like, Antonio, do your thing, just run all over, try bully the thing and whatever.
Them-
I don't think they're going to try and come and play football.
Them man were
against
fully,
us.
like Sheffield United today, were fully ready to just park the JCB there. bro.
Straight.
No long thing. Forget the bus. JCB,
Yeah,
digger,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
right
yeah.
there, boom. Get past that, lads. You know what I mean? But boy.
Tell you, West Ham going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
let's see, though, man.
I don't think the West Ham game is going to be easy.
No,
Nah.
it's not.
not gonna
It's
be
not.
easy at all.
That's going to be horrible.
Yeah.
And I think Gomez and Fabinho
Oh.
or
They're gonna
Matip,
be
if he
in
plays,
for it.
they're going to
Tough.
have their work
Yeah.
out because
Yeah.
Antonio is a handful.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
Because he doesn't always feel that he needs to score. He will just work.
Yeah.
It's the work that he'll get.
I mean, his goal today was absolutely
Beautiful.
amazing. And it's not just the finish, it was the whole
he bullied him. innit?
bullied the defender, said, "You ain't moving, stay there."
It was mad. He pinned him.
You know, like a parent to a child, move and it's problems. Yeah, you just
Pinned him, man.
and then just wicked. We'll see in it, man. We'll see, man. Usually we don't. Usually we put the Hammers to bed at home. So
Last season was sweaty though, bro.
Yeah,
it was tight, yeah, it was tight,
yeah.
I find they're always a bit funny though, man. And
that's-
No, it's
that's
because
more-
we spanked
yeah,
them,
but that's
bruv.
more away from home though. We struggle like
At home we usually be
do
spanking
the-
them,
do
bro.
the business.
But
I
last
remember
season
going
we were on this thing and we were like, nah, we were winning games. We ain't even trying to draw out here, bro. Move.
Yeah. Nah. It's gonna be
Yeah,
interesting.
it will
Man.
be.
It's
Either way.
gonna be interesting. But listen, 3 points in the bag today.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
13 points.
Yeah, 13 points.
13 points.
You know what I mean, now we're joint top of the league. Are people going to be talking about us again like now? Because they were all banging on about Everton. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All I know is once I finish on here, I'm going to be going into my WhatsApp group like... It's on now.
Yeah,
that's it. And you know what? It's one of the weeks that we had to capitalise because people were just making a mess of their results.
Good.
United
and Chelsea drawing, City drawing.
Fantastic.
It's beautiful. We needed it.
Yeah. Well, boys, man, that's it, man. Come to the end of the
line.
line.
I'm happy.
You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. Like I always say, man, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know you see it, man. Like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, all of that good stuff, man. And as always, man, I've been your boy Slim. With Chris with us today.
Happy to be back.
Good to see
make
you,
sure
pal.
you make sure you do it, you know. Subscribe.
And of course, man like Bajan Bruce, aka Leroy.
Bajan Bruce in the building, man.
All right, guys, until the next time, man.
Lovely.